Viktor Gyökeres is open to a move to Manchester United even without Champions League football. Can the day get even better? I mean, this is according to Ben Jacobs, and he wrote an article with Alex Crook of TalkSport. Now, the sporting striker remains a possibility for Manchester United, basically, for a move that will be dependent on outgoings and formal talks with Sporting Lisbon has not yet started, right? But United head coach Rúben Amorim would relish linking up with his former player and has kept in contact with him since moving to Old Trafford. Sporting want around 60 million, which is 70 million euros for Gyökeres, but this is a 25 million pound reduction from his 85 million release clause that is existent in his contract. But also, Gyökeres has a verbal pact in place with Sporting, allowing him to leave for less after committing to staying for the 24-25 campaign, in which he scored 54 goals in 52 games and won the Premier Liga title. Should United formalize the interest, they would face competition from Arsenal, who are currently determining whether to bid for the Sweden international or Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko. Now, Gyökeres is also one name under consideration at Chelsea, who want to add more firepower due to the expected departure of Christopher Nkunku. Liverpool and Juventus have also been linked with, while TalkSport understands that two Saudi clubs, Al Qadsiya, and new Saudi Pro League champions Al Ittihad are also interested. But it is not thought Gyökeres wishes to leave Europe, especially a year before the 2026 World Cup. And a new Gyökeres suitor could also be Champions League winners PSG, who have decided to add another striker due to the expected exits of Marco Asensio and Randall Kolo Muani this summer. But United have also considered Al Hilal's Alexander Mitrovic, and you know my thoughts on that. Basically, as a short-term solution, but at this stage, no approach has been made. Right now, this is really, really great. This is really great. Manchester United's striker top priority heading into the summer was Liam Delap, but the 22-year-old decided to join Chelsea, who can offer him Champions League football next season. Now, United were also optimistic on landing Delap and prepared to pay the 30 million release clause had they won the Europa League final, but always knew that it would be that the then Ipswich striker wants to play European football next season, right? To boost his England chances, and that is Chelsea's pitch, right? Chelsea's pitch was strong in that regard, along with planning for a new number 9, which isn't guaranteed to happen before July. United have now turned their attention to Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo, having already secured Mateusz Cunha's from Wolves. United's opening offer for Mbeumo was 45 plus 10, and it falls under Brentford's valuation, but talks continue. Right. So basically, all this article is saying is that Manchester United have been in contact with with Viktor Gyökeres for a move, and this is with regards to Rúben Amorim having that conversation with him. Rúben Amorim wants fast and versatile attackers capable of playing centrally and out wide, allowing him to be more flexible with his system. Anton Semenyo is another name under consideration. While Southampton's Tyler Diblin remains appreciated, the player Jason Wilcox knows well. Even though Spurs appear to be more, the most concrete suitor at the early stage of the summer, a reunion between Amorim and Gyökeres could spell danger for the Premier League backlines. Right, the Swede scored a staggering 66 goals in 68 games under Rúben Amorim at Sporting, including an impressive haul of 43 goals in the 23-24 campaign. However, when asked shortly after he became United boss whether Gyökeres could join him, Amorim refused to entertain any rumors. He says, no. This is according to what he said to TNT Sports. And it cannot be funny with that. I cannot be funny with that this moment. It is stuff for me to leave. I am joking about Gyökeres. I will have problems. This is my city. This is my country. So I will respect. Victor has to stay until the end of the season, and then it's his life, right? maybe going somewhere else. So it's basically just stating that there has been a conversation. Rúben Amorim is keeping his cards close to his chest, and Man United are interested in Gyökeres. And it's a good deal that we can do. And once we do it, it seems like we are going to be challenging next season, even though we're not going to be calling ourselves title contenders. We're just going to be challenging. We're going to be, we have like 3 trophies to play for. We have the Premier League, to challenge and climb up the table. We have the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So those are trophies to challenge for. And, there's loads of games, and it just kind of strengthens our forward front line, and then we can focus on building the mid and the back line. So I think Gyökeres is the next player Manchester United is interested in, and Rúben Amorim wants him. What do you think? Do you think Gyökeres can, pull it in the Premier League, albeit he's done it in the Championship already? Can he pull it off in the Premier League? Can he strengthen our back line? Is he the kind of player we need? Or do you think we should go for someone else? I know a lot of people are wanting us to go for Viktor Osimhen, but do you think that we can pull the deal for Gyökeres? If we can, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please, if you haven't already, do like, share, subscribe. We're 3 subscribers away from a milestone. Do like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't have to miss anything as it relates to Manchester United. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.